Okay, these are the work solutions for the foundation tier March 2010 paper. So first question, we need to find the volume of the prism. So with this, what we can do is we can just count the squares, count the cubes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom layer, another 6, and then 2. So we end up with a volume of 14 centimetres cubed. Second question, Selma has some counters, 30% are red. What percentage of counters are not red? So percentages are out of 100, so 100 take away 30 to give us 70%. Question 3, lollipops cost 34p each. Adam's got £4 to spend. He wants to know how many lollipops he can buy. So we can change that £4 into pennies, so I've got 400, and then I'm going to divide that by 34. So on my calculator, I've got 400 divided by 34 to give us 11.76. Now with this, we can't buy 11.76 worth of lollipops, so he can only buy a maximum of 11 lollipops. Question 4, parts of a circle now. So we need to draw the radius. So the radius goes from the centre to the edge. And then for part B, a sector. So a sector is what is formed by two radii and an arc, a bit like a pizza slice. Okay, next one's using our calculator. So we want to do the square root of 5.29. So our square root button just there, so square root of 5.29 to give us 2.3. We've then got 27 squared to give us 729, and then the cube of 4, so we've got 4 and then a cube button here to give us 64. Question 6, taxi journey costs a fixed charge of £2.20 plus £1.50 for each mile travelled. Stacey's journey costs £15.70, work out how many miles travelled. So first of all, we're going to have to take away that fixed charge of the £2.20. So if we do that, we're left with £13.50. Then to figure out how many miles, we're going to do £13.50 divided by £1.50 to work out how many miles travelled. So £13.50 divided by £1.50 gives us 9. So that means they've travelled 9 miles. Bit of algebra now. So we're simplifying. So f plus f plus f gives us 3f. This time I'm multiplying, so when we're multiplying, our numbers and our letters just merge together, so we end up with 2cd. And then finally expanding our brackets, so I've got 5 multiplied by x to give me 5x, and then 5 multiplied by 2 to give me 10. Question 8, calculator question. So what we can do is we can just type this in exactly as we see it. So the first button I'm going to press is that fraction button there. And then I'm going to type in whatever I see on the top. So 8.62 plus 3.49. Then I can just press that down button to get to my denominator. 4.33 minus 2.67. And remember, SD button will convert that into a decimal for us. So that is going to be 7.29518072289. Next one, we've got our angles in parallel lines. So we need to write down the size of angle A. Now what we could see here, there's a couple of ways you could do it. When I look at this, I see that Z, so the alternate angles, and we know that alternate angles are equal. So that means that A would be 30 degrees. Reason, alternate angles are equal. You could always go about this using co-interior angles. So here I could use the co-interior rule, so both of those angles add up to 180. So you still get the same answer, your reasons would just be different. Question 10. We want to draw the graph of y equals 2x plus 1. So they've given you a big bit of space here. First thing you need to do is draw your table of values. So they've asked specifically that x goes from -2 to 3. So you've got -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So roughly drawing my table there. Now we're going to do our substitution. Now I always begin with the positive values of x. So we've got 2 times 3, which is 6, add 1, 7. 2 times 2 is 4, add 1, 5. 2 times 1 is 2, add 1, 3. And we should spot a pattern here. So if I'm working my way this way, I'm subtracting 2 each time. So I'd have 1, -1, -3. These are my coordinates now. So these are the points that I'm going to be plotting on my axes. So I'm quickly just jotting those down so that you can see the coordinates which I'll be plotting. And just on here, so I've got -2, -3, then -1, -1, 0, 1, 1, 3, 2, 5, and then 3, 7. And then what you will do is you'll join them with a nice straight line with a pencil and a ruler. And then the final question, work out the volume of a triangular prism. So the volume of a prism is the area of the cross section multiplied by the length. So the cross section here is this triangle. So we need to find the area of the triangle and then multiply it by the length. So this volume would be given by base times height divided by 2, and then multiply that by the length of the prism. So here I would do 4 multiplied by 3 divided by 2, and then that's multiplied by 7. So 4 multiplied by 3 is 12, 12 divided by 2 is 6, 6 times 7, 42 centimetres cubed.